MindShifter Audio Blog, a place for your mind to grow.
When truth becomes medicine, how embracing hard realities can transform your life. I've spent years sitting across from people whose hearts were breaking, whose dreams were crumbling, whose carefully constructed worlds were falling apart. And in those sacred moments of vulnerability, I've learned something profound. Sometimes the very thing we resist most desperately is exactly what our souls are crying out for. The truth, raw, unfiltered, uncompromising truth. There's a reason we call difficult truths bitter pills. They taste awful going down. They make us want to spit them out, to reach for something sweeter, something easier to digest. I've watched countless clients do everything in their power to avoid swallowing the medicine their spirit desperately needs. The truth that their marriage isn't working, the truth that their career path is slowly killing their joy, the truth that they've been living someone else's dream while their own withers in the shadows, the truth that they've been betraying themselves one small compromise at a time. I remember Sarah, a successful executive who came to me with what she called work stress. For months, we danced around the edges of her real truth. She'd adjust her schedule, try meditation apps, blame her boss, her workload, her commute, anything but face the medicine she needed. That she was living a life that had nothing to do with who she actually was. Here's what I've discovered in my years of guiding transformational journeys. Our resistance to truth doesn't protect us. It imprisons us. Every time we refuse to swallow that hard pill, we remain stuck in patterns that slowly erode at our vitality, our authenticity, our joy. I've been there myself. Years ago, I was the one desperately avoiding the truth that I was pouring my life into work that felt not enough. I kept telling myself I just needed to try harder, be more grateful, find better work-life balance, blah, blah, blah. The truth? I was medicating symptoms while ignoring the disease. The disease was that I wasn't living my truth. I wasn't honoring the deep calling in my life to help others transform their lives. I was suffocating my purpose because the truth felt too scary, too uncertain, too risky, and I wasn't worthy. But here's the miracle I've witnessed hundreds of times. The moment we stop fighting the truth and allow it to move through us, everything changes. That pill that seems so bitter becomes the very medicine that sets us free. When Sarah finally admitted that her corporate success felt like golden handcuffs, something shifted. The relief in her eyes was palpable. For the first time in years, she could breathe fully. That acknowledgement didn't solve everything overnight, but it gave her something precious, permission to start living authentically. The truth, I've learned, isn't just facing what's wrong. It's about recognizing what's trying to emerge. Every hard truth carries within it the seeds of our liberation. Every difficult acknowledgement opens a door to a more authentic way of being. Words cannot express the freedom experience that gives. Right now, as I read these words, there's likely a truth sitting in your chest, waiting. Maybe it's been there for months, maybe years. You know what it is. It's the thing you think about when you're alone, when the noise of the world gets quiet enough for your inner voice to whisper. Maybe it's the truth that you've outgrown a relationship that once served you. Maybe it's the truth that your creative gifts are suffocating in an environment that doesn't nourish them. Maybe it's the truth that you've been living small, playing safe, when your soul is designed for something much bigger. Whatever your truth is, I want you to know it's not your enemy. It's not trying to destroy your life. It's trying to save it. Taking difficult truths doesn't mean we have to swallow them all at once or without support. In my practice, I've learned that truth-telling is an art form. It requires courage, yes, but also compassion, especially self-compassion. Start small. What's one truth you've been avoiding that feels manageable to acknowledge today? Not necessarily to act on, but simply to stop running from. Sometimes the medicine works best when we take it in measured doses, allowing our system to integrate each truth before we're ready for the next. Create a safe container for your truth telling, whether it's with a trusted friend, a therapist, a coach, or simply in the pages of a private journal. Give yourself permission to speak what's real without judgment or immediate action required. I can't promise that facing your truth will be easy. What I can promise, based on hundreds of transformational journeys I've witnessed, is that the freedom that follows is worth every moment of discomfort. When we stop medicating our symptoms with busyness, with distractions, with endless pursuit of external validation, and instead take the medicine our soul is prescribing, we step into alignment. We stop fighting against the current of our authentic life and start flowing with it. Sarah left her corporate job 8 months after our breakthrough session. Today, she runs a successful company that lights her up every single day. Was it scary? Absolutely. Was it worth it? Absolutely. She tells me regularly that she never felt more alive. As I write these words, I'm thinking of you, wherever you are, whatever truth you are carrying, whatever medicine you've been avoiding. Your resistance is understandable, your fear is valid, and your truth is still waiting, patient and persistent, for the moment you're ready to receive it. The beautiful paradox of transformation is this: the very thing we think will break us is often the thing that makes us whole. The truth we're most afraid to swallow is frequently the medicine that will heal not just our symptoms, but our entire way of being. Your soul knows what medicine it needs. The question isn't whether you're strong enough to handle the truth. You are. The question is whether you're ready to stop suffering and start living. The pill is in your hand. The choice, as always, is yours.
The MindShifter Audio Blog, a place for your mind